Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing ideas, tips, and tricks from a recent model home tour I took while visiting South Carolina. When it comes to designing your home, there are many places to find inspiration. The most popular are Pinterest and Instagram, but model homes are a great resource too. They typically feature open floor plans, neutral color palettes, trending furniture, different design styles, and decorating ideas. In this video, you'll learn 9 benefits of a model home tour and how to use the ideas to make your home look expensive. I'm saving the best for last, so make sure that you stick around to the end. For anyone new, I'm Nikki D, your go-to resource for design inspiration, furniture, and decor to make your home look like you hired a designer. Links to shop, follow, and learn with me are in the description box below. Number 1, model home design styles. The first place to start when designing your home is to figure out your design style. Since model home builders are trying to appeal to the masses, they often showcase a variety of design styles, both formal and informal. It's also common for them to team up with a local furniture store that offers interior design. It's a win-win for both. For the builder, furniture is expensive, and empty homes do not sell as well as staged ones, since most people can't visualize what to do with the open spaces. The partnership helps the furniture store because it's like having another showroom that brings them new clientele. This tour features 6 Chesapeake homes staged by Seaside Furniture in Little River, South Carolina. There's a link in the description to get more information on either one. The first house was the management office, but had rooms staged in a modern coastal design style. It had a laid-back vibe with oversized bench seat sofas. The color palette was coastal-inspired with colors of the beach and ocean. It had a neutral base with accents of light to dark blue. The second home was a combination of transitional and traditional elements. It had beach-inspired artwork in a neutral color palette. In the upstairs bonus room, the coffee table and side table had an industrial-inspired vibe. It was paired with a printed accent chair for a fun, whimsical touch. House number 3 felt glam coastal on the first floor with chrome accents and mirrored furniture. It had a neutral color palette with pops of navy blue. On the second floor, the design style was eclectic with the traditional sofa, rustic farmhouse side table, and coastal rattan chairs. The kids' bedroom was very nautical coastal with a headboard made of oars, a classic wood life preserver artwork, anchor side table, and rope and fishnet decor. House 4 also had an eclectic mix, but the color palette was bright and bold. It had traditional light blue sofas, rustic farmhouse furniture, and a bold teal accent wall. The upstairs theater room had an industrial vibe with the dark wood and black metal furniture. House number 5 was by far my favorite because my go-to style is modern contemporary. This space had a neutral color palette with light wood, rattan details, and contrasting black accents. It had an elevated, sophisticated vibe with sleek sculptural furniture, geometric shapes, and layers of texture. The modern coastal upstairs bonus room featured black accents, mixed material, light driftwood, rope cording, and stone accents. The last house was transitional coastal, which combines contemporary details with traditional styling. For example, this bookcase with turned wood spindles paired with the thin track arm sofa. It had coastal details like this crab artwork, fishnet accessories, coral reef rug, and shell printed chairs. It also had rustic furniture like this console table with metal wheels. As you can see, there was a variety of styles to take inspiration from. At their foundation, each house had a coastal vibe, but with a unique twist. Some spaces scream coastal style, while others had a more subtle approach. If you still don't know your design style, make sure that you watch this video. Number 2, design principles. Aside from helping you find your design style, model homes are an example of how to use design principles in your home. Without a strong foundation, your space will look unfinished and off. You can make your home look expensive just by following classic design principles. For example, the spaces we looked at have balance and symmetry. Balance is the idea that when you walk into a room, everything feels like it belongs. There are 3 types of balance: symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial. All 3 can be found in this model home tour. Symmetrical has a traditional formal feel with the furniture layout being the same on either side or a mirror image. Asymmetrical is informal with similar but not identical pieces used, which adds interest and personality. Radial balance is achieved by arranging furniture around a central focal point, like the coffee table in this seating area. Scale and proportion are used throughout the spaces as well. Scale is the size of elements within a design, while proportion is how different elements relate to each other. Rhythm, which is the visual flow and repetition in a room, was used in this home office space. The black accents carry your eye throughout the room while adding contrast to the neutral base. This set of 3 mirrors is an example of the design principle of repetition. Emphasis is the focal point of a room, which can be an oversized piece of artwork, a fireplace, or an elaborate chandelier. These are just a few of the design principles and how you can use them to add an elevated look to your home. If you'd like to see an in-depth video on interior design principles with examples, comment below. Number 3, open floor plans. Open floor plans are popular because they make a space feel larger and more expansive. Model homes are a great resource for different furniture layouts and arrangements within an open floor plan. They highlight how to define different areas and create zones. For example, using area rugs and furniture to separate the living room, dining room, and kitchen. Aside from the classic sectional arrangement that everyone loves, you'll see creative ideas for how to use a sofa and accent chairs or 2 sofas opposite each other. Number 4, furniture layouts. The furniture in model homes are carefully chosen to fit the space and style. You'll get ideas of how the different rooms can be used beyond your first impression. For example, this bonus room has 2 oversized sofas opposite each other with 2 round coffee tables in between. This extra bedroom was used as an office, while this one was used as a poker game room. Here's another bonus room that's staged as a movie theater and bar hangout, while this home used it for a craft sewing room. This is a creative way to use a spare room as a place to sleep or have a bite to eat. Here's an example of how you can add a desk in your bedroom to journal or pay bills. There are so many ways to arrange your furniture to make it look expensive, which I talked about in this video. And I'm sure you know what I'm going to say next. You have to measure and do a floor plan before buying any furniture. This way you know it'll fit and you'll avoid returns. Make sure to grab a copy of the PDF download in the description below for a step-by-step detailed guide on how to measure and create a floor plan. You could thank me later. Number 5, color palette ideas. Model homes are wonderful for color palette inspiration. Yes, many of the spaces have a neutral color scheme because that is what is most appealing to the widest audience. It creates a blank space so potential homeowners can visualize living in the spaces with their own furniture and decor. It's the same concept in real estate staging or Airbnb design. To attract the masses, you need to depersonalize but still create a space that's inviting and interesting. By starting with a neutral base, you can add pops of color in your decor and accessories. Not everyone wants a neutral color palette. Color is also making a comeback and currently trending, which was on display in this colorful living room. This bedroom is an example of how to create a color palette from a printed quilt. The colors were pulled out and you can see them in the pillows and artwork. This console table moment is an idea of how to use artwork to create a color scheme, and here's an example of how pillows can be used. A cohesive color palette is especially important in open floor plans and spaces where rooms connect. For more tips and tricks on creating a color palette, watch this video. Number 6, layered lighting. Model homes use multiple sources of lighting to create mood and atmosphere. This includes overhead lighting, recessed lights, sconces, and table lamps. Layering your lighting sources will make your home look expensive and give it a high-end designer look. You'll want to have general, task, and accent lighting. The thing to remember about a lot of the lighting you see in model homes is builders buy in bulk. As you go through the spaces, keep in mind you can always change out the lighting for a more elevated look. Upgrading through the builder will be an upcharge, but this is something that you can change out later on your own. Remember, lighting is like the jewelry of a room, and it'll take a space from okay to fabulous. The Chesapeake homes were full of lighting ideas, especially cool table lamps. They had sculptural shapes that look like works of art. Adding two table lamps to either side of your nightstands will make your bedroom look expensive. Notice the difference a unique sculptural table lamp makes compared to a classic traditional one. It draws your eye in and makes a statement. Just remember there should be one star of the show, and the rest of the pieces are the supporting act. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that subscribe button to get future notifications every Sunday. Give it a like and leave a comment below what you'd like to see next. Number 7, design trends. Model homes are full of the latest design trends in furniture and decor. Arch details are having a moment in architecture, furniture, and decor, which is shown here in the grouping of mirrors and these table lamps. Caning and rattan is a popular material in the coastal design style, but it's also trending in contemporary modern spaces, which we see here in the chairs and sideboard. It's also used on the fronts of the nightstands in these two bedroom designs. These rattan chairs are an example of the classic material used in an updated silhouette. The laid-back California coastal style is popular, which you can see here in the oversized, deep, comfy sofa with pillow-like cushions. Mixed materials are trending, which is shown in the rope and wood chairs used at the head of this dining table, the wood and rope coffee tables, or this bench at the foot of the bed. Here, the stone top gives this end table a modern look, while the light wood adds warmth. This console table has a dark wood top with a cool silver base. Speaking of materials, bone inlay is popular, which is used in this coffee table and side table. They'll add color, pattern, and dimension to any living space. Mixed metals is a great way to add warmth and interest to your design, which we see here in this kitchen. Black and white is a classic, timeless look that's currently having a moment. This home was full of ideas and inspiration to add black into your home, from furniture, accessories, decor, lighting, and so much more. Another way to update your home is with organic shapes like mirrors, vases, and table lamps. Sculptural furniture with geometric shapes and interesting silhouettes are trending and will add an updated look to your design. Number 8, decorating ideas. Model homes are full of decorating ideas. If you've ever walked into a space that feels off and incomplete, chances are it's missing decor and accessories. They're the finishing touch that make a room feel complete. Accessories are also used to add personality and style to a model home. This may include artwork, throw pillows, rugs, and decorative objects. When it comes to decorating, less is more, so layer in pieces with intention so you don't overwhelm your space. A pro tip when decorating is to use groupings of 3 elements in different shapes and sizes for interest. Our brains are naturally drawn to odd numbers. Threes are particularly pleasing because they create a sense of balance and completeness. They also tend to be more visually interesting than even numbered groupings. When looking at the decor in model homes, you'll get inspiration on how to use coffee table books, vases, bowls, boxes, pillows, throw blankets, and so much more. It's also an inexpensive way to add a pop of color in neutral spaces. Just remember the design principle of repetition and add the color in 3 places for it to make sense. This model home had so many creative ideas for how to style accessories in your home, from stacked frames on a shelf to ways to display greenery on the wall, layered accessories, creative mirror arrangements, and so much more. Also notice how beach-inspired touches were brought in without them screaming coastal. That's a designer skill you can learn and master with practice. Number 9, how to make your home look expensive. We have learned so much from studying the details of this model home tour. You can now take these ideas and inspiration to make your home look expensive. For example, designers don't forget about the 5th wall as seen in this coffered ceiling or the tray ceiling detail. Molding is another detail that will elevate the look of any room. This can be crown molding, board and batten patterns, or creative picture frame molding. An inexpensive way to make your home look high-end is with large, oversized artwork, as we saw throughout these model home spaces. HomeGoods is a great resource for that, which I talked about in this video. Artwork can be used to create a moment over a console table, fireplace, nightstands, or any empty wall. Window treatments are another way to elevate the look of your home. Notice the floor to ceiling curtains that draw your eye up and make the walls appear taller. Long curtain panels can be expensive, but you can always buy them shorter and then add a border at the bottom if you have sewing skills. Adding greenery will make your home look expensive while bringing the outdoors in. This can be done with tall planters, small pots, or in baskets for a corner moment. Mirrors make a room feel larger and reflect light. They'll also add interest and create a focal point. Another element in these spaces is the use of texture and pattern. It's especially important in neutral color palettes so that they don't appear flat or boring. Pattern and texture can be added in your rugs, throw blankets, pillows, upholstery, fabric, curtains, furniture, and decor. Lastly, I want to highlight how a statement piece can make your home look expensive. This can be a console table, mirror, headboard, printed chair, colorful artwork, bar cart, or any other piece that draws your eye in and commands attention. As you can see, there's so much you can learn from model home tours. If you have the opportunity to go in person, that's ideal, but you can always view them online as well. Keep in mind, they're designed to appeal to a broad audience, but they're full of ideas and creative ways to make your home look like you hired a designer. Remember, good design takes time, so don't rush the process. For a step-by-step guide to make your home look like you hired a designer, sign up for Designer Home 101 by clicking the link in the description below. In the step-by-step, easy-to-follow course, you'll learn to transform your home into a happy place that reflects your unique style and personality. No experience is necessary. You'll be guided every step of the way, from finding your style to adding the finishing touches that make a room feel complete. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this model home tour gives you ideas and inspiration for your next design project. If you enjoyed this week's video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, and leave a comment below what you'd like to see next. For more design tips and inspiration, check out this video next. Love you all so much and happy designing. As a side note, we surprised my mom, and this is a little clip from that moment. Enjoy.
Look who's here. Say hi.
Hello, Jackson, Ava. You got a haircut.
Oh, who else is here?
Surprise!
Oh!
Ronnie.
What are you doing down there?
Oh, that's a big prize. That's a big prize.
He's like, I got the KitchenAid. Watch out.
That's a big prize.